Most people start the new year with new goals. I start mine with making sure that my PC won't ruin those goals. This is my full checklist: backups, updates, cleanup, security, and performance. Let's go step by step. You can follow along and pause as we go. All right, so this is not completely necessary, but in Notepad, I like to just jot down a little list of what I want to do for my computer maintenance. So we've got backups, updates, software audit, storage cleanup, security check, startup and performance, and then also documentation and restore point as an optional 7th item. Now, the biggest mistake would be breaking something before confirming backups. So we're not going to do that. To get started with a backup, let's go into our settings. We're going to go to System, and we'll go to Storage. From here, let's go into Advanced Storage Settings, Backup Options, and this will bring us to Windows Backup. I want to make sure that backups are turned on and that there was a recent save. And we can see that my preferences and my app list are both backed up. So we're good to go there. In my case, I back up my files, my hard local files on my computer to a file server. So it's actually separate from the Windows operating system. So I won't be showing you guys that in this video, but we just want to make sure that we have a backup system in place and that we have a recent backup. Next up, we can also check inside of our control panel, inside of System and Security. All right, once we're in our control panel, we have a few things that we can use here. So we have backup and restore, and that's again in our System and Security of our control panel. And then we also have file history. So if you use file history, we just want to confirm that it's on and we want to run it once. Again, the goal is to have a backup that's current, not something that is several months old. I could go back into backup and restore here, and I could set up a backup. Again, like I said, I have a file server. It's a Synology NAS system that I use to back up my footage. But I could, for example, just come in here and select my drive and create a Windows backup on this drive. We can say that this one does not have enough space to store a system image. I could do it on this one. So I'm going to cancel this for now. But again, just make sure that you have a backup in place or you have some way to recover files in the event of something going sideways. Okay, the next thing we want to check is Windows Update. So Windows together with I to go into our settings, and let's go to Windows Update. You can see that we've already checked we're up to date as of 8:33 a.m. today, but we just want to make sure that we have everything important installed. If we want, we could check advanced options. And then here I can configure whether or not updates run during active hours, whether to notify me, things like that. So we just want to make sure that we have this configured and ready to go so that updates, A, don't happen when we don't want them to, but B, are happening on a regular basis. Now, number 3 is software audit. So for the software audit, we're basically going to check our installed apps, and we want to sort by, and we're going to sort by when the application was used. So if I go into settings again, let's go to apps, we'll go to installed apps, and then I can sort by, let's see what's available here. So I can't sort by when it was used, but I can sort by the date that it was installed. This will help me see some of the older applications that I may or may not still be using. Okay, so we're going back to 2023. Yeah, the goal here is basically just to go and see what's being used and what might not be being used. And anything that isn't being used, we just want to remove that. Okay, I don't need this Whiz Tree software. I'll click those 3 dots and I'll uninstall that. I'll select yes on that pop-up. I'll select yes, I do want to remove this. Okay, well that's going, let's keep looking. You can also tell whether or not it's Microsoft. Here's another app I don't need. This is a big performance win for a lot of PCs because a lot of unused apps are actually running background services, update tasks, or even possible vulnerabilities. So it's definitely a good idea to go through. I'm going to see if there's anything else that I don't need here. Okay, I'm not using this software. Luckily, I do use most of the stuff that I've installed. Now, we just want to be careful uninstalling things that we don't recognize because we might accidentally uninstall like a hardware driver or GPU driver or touchpad software or something like that. So if you're looking at something and you don't know what it is, for example, these two, we just want to look that up, make sure it's supposed to be there. If it's not, we can remove it. If it is, we'll make sure that we're not messing up something that we need to work. All right, next up, we're going to work on some storage cleanup. So if we go to our system settings, we have an option for storage. And here we can actually review some of the categories. We can manually sift and find some of our files that we can go through. The recommendation here would be to delete large or unused files. And Windows is going to help us to identify what those are. We can see I've actually used a lot of my disk space on my local C drive. A large majority of this is from virtual hard disks from Hyper-V. So I'm not too concerned about this, but we're going to go ahead and see what our recommendations are. And then we can also remove our temporary files and configure storage sense. We don't want to randomly delete system folders as that could cause issues. So we want to maintain some caution while we do this. A similar recommendation for the last one. If we're not sure what something is, or if we're working with system files, we want to be extra careful. Maybe do a Google search just to make sure what you're removing is safe to remove. But in my case, I'll be able to see like some large documents and things that I added to the computer. And so I should be able to remove that and save some space here. Now, while this is loading, I can also go into, let's just say, my download folder in my file explorer. I actually have this configured to auto delete after a certain amount of time with storage sense. I'll show you guys that in a minute, but I could do this with my desktop, for example. So maybe I sort this by size, or I guess I'll need to go inside of one of these folders here. We'll sort this by size. If I click name, it'll flip it. Okay, so now the smallest is at the bottom and the biggest is at the top. So for example, if I right click on this, now it's sorted by size. So you can see the desktop here is about 200 gigs. And I can just see based on my folders where everything is being stored. So we have about 126 gigs in my work folder. So this is kind of a painstaking process, but basically what I'm going to do here is just go through everything, do some organization, do some deleting if I can. And yeah, we're kind of just looking for massive forgotten downloads. Okay, so going back into our storage settings, you can see that we've got some temporary files. I've configured storage sense, so I don't have to worry too much about this. We can see where the majority of the space is being consumed here. And that should be Hyper-V, which is why it's 760 gigs. And then I've got storage sense configured to run every week. This basically deletes files if they've been in my recycle bin for over a day, and delete files in my downloads folder if they haven't been opened for more than a day. And this happens every week. So this is kind of just making sure that everything stays clean. If I need something permanently that I downloaded, I will move it from my downloads folder into one of my other folders. All right, while we're here, let's check privacy and security. And then we're going to go to Windows Security. And from there, let's click Virus and Threat Protection. Let's go ahead and do a quick scan, or a full scan if we have the time. I'll just do a quick scan for now. Here, we just want to confirm that antivirus is active and updated, and that firewall is on, and running a quick scan will point out any potential issues that need our concern. So we can see no action is needed. Virus and Threat Protection is up to date. We're running our scan right now, and then we'll check firewall in just a moment. All right, while that's loading, I'll just check firewall. See, the firewalls are all turned on, so that's good. Now I'll let this load and I'll come back and check it, but chances are, yep, okay, scan's done. We're all good to go. Next up, let's do Control Shift and Escape together. And here we're looking for startup apps. So the goal here, and I can expand this, make this larger to make it easier to see. I want to see what's enabled, currently filtered by only that which is enabled is at the top. So we have Discord, it looks like, Microsoft Teams, Monitorian, iCloud Photos, and Copilot. I don't need Teams, so I'll disable that. Discord is fine because I use that on the regular. And we could also consider if there's anything we actually want to run. But the startup apps are basically a silent performance tax that we pay every day. So I disable anything that doesn't need to run at boot. I can manually launch it when needed. It doesn't earn an automatic startup spot for me. All right, number 7 is optional. This is kind of a pro level tip, and this is a restore point. So in our search, we can type create a restore point. That's going to bring us to a setting directly in control panel. And then what we can do is we'll select our system. So I'll select my C drive here. And then let's go ahead and create. I'll type this 2026 restore point, and I'll hit create. This is optional again, but creating a restore point is good after cleanup and updates. So it's basically a super quick rollback option in case an update does something weird. We're going to be able to go to this restore point and get back to our system configuration that we had. Another little tip that we have is once a year, I like to document important logins, license keys, and recovery options. So if a system fails, the thing that wastes time isn't necessarily reinstalling, it's finding out what you forgot and how to access it. Your future self will thank you. All right, so that is the full New Year PC prep list that I run through, and I recommend that if you're on a Windows system, you do the same. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you have any questions about anything we went over, feel free to drop those in the comments below, and we'll get back with you as soon as we can. If you're interested in purchasing Windows 10, Windows 11, remote desktop licenses, Windows Server, Microsoft Office, or a wide variety of other Microsoft software at a great price, be sure to check out Indigo Software. We'll have all those links down below. As our channel continues to grow, we're constantly looking for new video topic ideas. If you have any ideas of your own, we'd love to know what those are. Most viewer commented requests get made into actual videos on the channel. Lastly, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated as it helps to support our channel. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys next time.